What is up, y'all? This is Like Father, Like Son podcast again. Here on 89.9 FM, KCRH, these guys' best variety. I gotta do it again, like always.
Do it.
But here's the YouTube intro. Welcome back to Like Father, Like Son podcast. I am Manny the son.
And I am John, the father. I guess that's all that's left for me. Yep, I'm the father.
And this time, we have the whiteboard.
We have the whiteboard. The famed whiteboard. We brought it this time.
Last time we were struggling because, I wouldn't really say struggling. We were good, but we needed our ideas.
Yeah.
And whatnot. So this is probably going to be a traditional episode for our normal people on YouTube. This is going to be one of those. For our radio folks, this is your first time hearing one of traditional episodes like
our scripted.
Basically our scripted but unscripted of what we do normally.
Yes, sir.
Just for a little background, we do have a little whiteboard. Y'all can't see it, but our radio folks can't see it, but YouTube folks, they'll be able to see it. Normally, we have a whiteboard of a bunch of ideas that we want to cover over the weeks or over the months or years that we don't post
in between episodes.
That's
so
right.
There's
just a bunch of different things.
Yes, sir.
I don't know if you want to jump into your thing. What you saw this morning.
I definitely, man. I thought it was real dope. So this morning I was getting up, was getting on my Instagram, saw on ESPN there was a clip, man. As you guys may know, College Game Day. It's a national show that runs on ESPN. Pat McAfee, a bunch of folks, right? And so this morning they're broadcasting out of Berkeley, out of UC Berkeley Memorial Stadium, and so they do their kickoff or their kick challenge, right?
The thing that I heard, it was the first time they've been here in years? It's the first Cal home game in years.
That's a great point. I think in all the years that they've been broadcasting, this is the first time they've come to Cal. Real quick plug, Cal plays Miami, the Hurricanes later on today. Miami's ranked 8th in the nation. So, it's a big thing, right? They got a ranked opponent coming in. Golden Bears, they're good. They're 3-1 right now, so they ain't too bad. So let's hope they don't get blasted or anything. I hope it'll be a good game. But again, they're doing College Game Day. They did it this morning. And so I was getting right to that kick challenge, right? So they get somebody from the audience, right? So I did the same thing, pulled somebody. And the whole challenge is about making a field goal. So they, spotlights on the person. I've seen many of people fail. And so this morning they had this kid, Daniel. That's all they all named, just Daniel, right? So Daniel was there, and they were making a little fun of him because he had some Vans on. He had some Vans, and they were like, "Man, I don't know about these shoes." So he tries his first kick. He had his first attempt, and he got a good kickoff. So he actually surprised Pat McAfee and the bunch. He got a good kickoff, but it was wide right, so he didn't do it. So they gave him another chance. First one was going to be for $75K. The second one was for $100K, and they put more pressure on. They also said that if he makes it, then they would add more to the pot. They're doing a donation for hurricane relief of $500K.
Hurricane Helena in Florida.
Correct. And so they already were going to make a donation. So they said, you know what? You make this one the second try. $100K for you. We had $100K to that donation. And here was Daniel with his Vans. They set him up. This done kid done made the field goal. He just kicked it right through the uprights. And, man, I know Daniel's DMs are going to be blowing up all weekend long. He got $100K, man. Everybody went wild and crazy. So shout out to this morning. Shout out to this Daniel kid. Dog, I named you on the air. Come on, man. You got to take me to In-N-Out or something up here in Hayward or something, man. I don't know. But anyways, congratulations, Daniel. $100K, man. He did the damn thing, man. Great way to start off the show, man. Give him props, man.
It is. I would say sticking with football. We do have Niner football tomorrow.
Yes. They play the Cardinals.
We at home.
We are at home.
We're at home.
There was news actually that if whoever's going out to the game, it's supposed to be the hottest game in Levi Stadium history. So, man, water, shade, whatever, them cooling towels, do whatever you can. But they are playing the Cardinals tomorrow at home. I believe kickoff is 1:05. 105, I believe it is. Yep.
Yeah. I don't know. We did come off a win last week, 30-13 against the Patriots.
Yes.
I
I don't know what to say.
don't know. Not much. There's not much. The Niners are looking good-ish. Kinda.
They got some, they got some guys back. So last week, remember, Debo had been out before that.
We got Debo back. We got Kittle back.
Exactly.
Jawan Jennings still stepping up.
Yep.
Brandon Ayuk.
CMC is still out. That's the one bad
Probably
thing.
going to be out for the year.
Man, don't say that.
Because he went to
Don't
Germany
say that.
and wanted to get his feet checked out.
I know.
And then it's on both now, not just one.
Both Achilles, man. We'll see.
I don't know. I would say sticking in the Bay Area.
Please.
Just going along the little coastline, going to the Chase Center. Golden State Warriors basketball is starting up in the new season, but important, exciting news of what I would say. GSV. The Golden State Valkyries are starting their season in the 25 season, coming off of an expansion draft in the next season. I will not lie. I'm probably going to go to a Valkyries game.
Yeah, it's going to be cool to check out.
It's going to be an interesting game. Yep. New team coming into the WNBA, an expansion team. I think it's going to be them alongside a couple other teams, or like one other team for the new expansion draft and the expansion just in general.
Yep. I like their colors.
I do. I love their colors. It's
purple and black. Or purple.
And black.
Yeah.
I like the little logo too, incorporating the Valkyrie wings and the bridge as well. I think it is the Golden Gate Bridge. It's the Bay Bridge.
Bay Bridge, probably.
Bay Bridge.
You know what? I can't remember the.
It's a bridge that connects.
It's
to
a
SF.
bridge, yeah.
I know that part. It's fun. It's cool. But yes, but with the Warriors, I don't know.
Well, the NBA season starts October 22nd, so that's right around the corner, a couple of weeks away.
Preseason is on right now.
Yep, they just started preseason. The Dubs' first game is on October the 23rd, and they're going to be playing Portland, if I'm not mistaken, as their first. I don't know, man.
The people we look, well, not the people we look, the people we got look, they're good. I just want to see Buddy Hield have a performance as he would do on the Kings, not the Pacers and whatever other team he's on.
Right.
I need Kings Buddy Hield again. Because I will say, De'Aaron Fox was the shiftiness that is similar to Curry.
Right.
But we still need the open spacing, the floor spacing, which I think we can get, especially with Kyle Anderson and who's our other pickup?
Who was the other main pickup? There was somebody. I was just looking at the roster yesterday, and the name is escaping me right now.
It's escaping me too.
Well, I mean, but we still got Kuminga, we got Looney, we got some of the old
Looney,
folks,
Draymond,
that we can rely on.
I think GP2's coming back.
Yeah, GP2's on the team.
GP2's coming back. I just feel like eventually it's gonna be the whole thing of getting the floor spacing, but we still need to pass the ball and everything, and get the open shots with Curry and Hield. Because the thing that the little history thing, not really history things, but the statistics of what I was seeing, the whole thing of the only person that's beating Curry in three-pointers, I think it was since like 2019 or something, is Buddy Hield.
Yeah.
So
I believe
now
that.
we have the 1 and 2 of three-pointers since 2019. We have the three-point king. I think eventually spacing the floor and everything for Buddy Hield is going to get us that three-pointers from Hield. We just need to be more efficient just shooting the ball, I would say.
I think what we also need, and it's still, I don't think, I won't say it's a glaring weakness, but I think there's improvement that is still needed, which is a big man. And that doesn't mean a big man that scores, but just a bigger man. Draymond has done phenomenal trying to be a center. I know Looney, definitely, board machine, all that. But to your point about spreading it, if a team has no respect for what we can do in the paint, then they can just camp out, and as much as we spread it, unless we're spreading it like, in the backcourt, right? Like they can just line defenses up there and just wait for the ball to get to Hield or to get to Curry and make it difficult. So I do hope, I I know Kuminga has a good, strong game inside. Don't get me wrong, he can shoot 3-pointers occasionally, but there's some strong game there. I don't know if Kyle Anderson, is going to add to that, but we'll see. And some of the old vets, again, we'll see how it goes. But I am also looking forward to having the 1 and 2 most efficient or top 3-pointers, 3-point shooters. That's going to be very interesting, right? Because you saw obviously the success we had when Thompson, when we had Clay around. So yeah, that's going to be cool.
Yeah, we had Durant around too.
Yeah,
I know he wasn't really like the big 3-pointer, but it was the.
He could lace him up though.
Yeah, but it was the dangerous factor and whatnot.
Absolutely. So yeah, looking forward to the season. Yes, what were you gonna say? Sorry.
Still sticking with Bay Area. Just this one's just down the street now, going to Oracle Park with our beloved San Francisco Giants. We will have to say goodbye and pay homage to the Oakland A's because it is their last season in Oakland.
Yes.
They're moving up to Sacramento just for a little bit. But it's funny. They're playing at the AAA affiliated stadium for the Giants.
It was, yeah.
They're playing at the Rivercat Stadium.
Yeah, they made arrangements to that. I got to say, I know, again, always been a Giants fan and whatnot and the rivalry across the bay, but it was sad. It was a little sad to see, just them leaving. Sad, sure, for all the history and we have a lot of history on our team, but again, just to see, that history just kind of go away, man, that's sad. And mostly I think for the fans, I'd be talking mess to the fans that I know and, have those relationships.
Sure.
But at the end of the day, I will say this, I do feel, again, sad for them. Some people may be going up to Sacramento. I don't know for sure, but man, just, yeah.
I know people are going to move to Vegas for the A's.
For the A's?
For the A's. A couple of them.
They going to follow them?
I don't know.
Well, kudos to them, man.
But hey, y'all don't want to go to Vegas. Come to SF. Come to the Giants.
Yeah. We'll welcome you.
We'll support you.
If you want.
We'll throw you on the bandwagon, but we'll support you. We love new fans and everything. We'll support y'all.
Yeah.
But not going on that. We're not talking about on the field. We're talking about behind the scenes, in the offices and everything. I'll let you take this one because you're the one that's been praying, preaching, manifesting, hoping for this.
I don't know if I can talk right now. I'm just so happy. This just brings so much joy. So, in Giants news earlier this week, as Manny said, I've been praying, all kinds of stuff, lighting candles, whatever, man, whatever it took.
Praying to the ancestors and everything.
All of them. I was praying that our former, I don't even know what he was at the end, but that Farhan Zaidi, general manager, man, I lost track of what the heck he was for the Giants. They fired him.
President of baseball operation.
He was, okay, so they fired him. Man, I am so thankful of that. And then on top of it again, that's where the more tears go. That Buster Posey's going to be now the new baseball director of operations. Oh my gosh, that was the dream come true. That had been actually, probably a year before this release of Farhan took place, that I was like, please, man, he's the one that'll take us there. And sure enough, I mean, there was news about how he was involved with that Matt Chapman, signing and his extension. And it seemed like Farhan couldn't do it. Buster jumped in and he was just like, come on, brah. And then he was like, all right, brah. It was just that simple. So much luck to Buster Posey. Much luck to Buster Posey. Hopefully he can, bring a lot of that championship caliber and vibe just in the Giants organization. But yeah, emotional for me.
It's good. There's a lot of free agents going on the market after this upcoming season. I will say we do need middle infield.
We do.
We need shortstop desperately.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we need a solidified first baseman instead of us jumping from 4 different people to play first base.
Yep.
The outfield's fine. We do need a little bit in the bullpen. I think starting rotation's kind of fine.
Yeah. They still got to try to see about Snell because he seems to be going to free agency as well after a year. And we'll see if that's a viable thing. There's other good...
I know Posey will get him. Posey will get slow.
I know there's other pitching folks.
I saw Verlander was going on free agency, but we don't want him because he's old.
There was the guy, I can't remember his name right now. Oh, it'll come to me. The guy from the Brewers, I think he was, Burns?
No.
Something.
No, yeah, Corbin Burns.
Yeah. So, I think that's it. I think you're right.
No, Burns is on the Orioles.
There's somebody from the Brewers, I think, going on free agency. Anyways, the point being, like, that's another free agent, big arm that might be a good pickup there.
That was a good one.
Yep. But yeah, what do you think about?
I like it. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be cool. Just knowing. Backtrack. Hold on. I feel like having a person that played on the team and knows the clubhouse and knows what the clubhouse is supposed to be, especially after winning 3 championships with the team. I feel like that is what sets it apart from a lot of different organizations. I know some organizations, they may have their president of baseball operations as a former player who's been on the team. But with Posey, he was on the team when it was like prime 2010s and everything. So it was the 3 and 5, the 10, 12, and 14 championship. He knows what the feeling of getting to the promised land of the World Series and getting to there. So I feel like Posey, especially being an ex-player and a catcher at most, he's the captain of the infield. I feel like that's what's going to help not only bring players in, but also raise spirits in the dugout, in the clubhouse, in the offices, in all these different things. Absolutely. I know he's not top. He's not the owner, the GM, but I feel like the way Posey is and the very calm demeanor he is with everything, he's going to be able to lift spirits. Even when spirits are low, he's going to be the one to be like, hey, let's get each other's back. Let's roll into this next series and let's come out with W's. And I feel like that's what's going to help not only help the Giants strive from not having 17 500 years in a row with all these different things, but it's going to definitely set them apart and have them like get pushed forward and everything.
I think you bring up some great points, and like you said, he was part of that championship run, but I would say even before that. So he was a homegrown Giant, meaning he came up through all, the farm system and whatnot. So he knows the single A, double A, like he went through all of that before he got brought up mid-season 2010 in that championship. If you remember, it was Benji Molina, who's actually our catcher starting that year. They brought him up halfway through the season. He skyrocketed and just established himself as a catcher, right? But again, having gone through all the farm system, getting to where he's at, and I think you kind of mentioned it. Other teams may have great GMs, directors of operations who have gone or been with the organization for a period. But literally, Posey went through all of these things. So he knows, like you said, to the spirits and everything, he can talk to folks about like, hey, I know how you're feeling right now. Yeah. And then be like,
here's how
we're working it, right? Yeah, and we got you. Yeah. So, no, I think, again, that brings a very unique perspective. The catcher part, like you said, all that. So, no, definitely I think it's a big win. Got a lot of faith, and I don't want to put too much pressure on Posey. Again, this is his first time in this role, but every level that he's been, he's had success, So I'm very juiced about it. I feel more invested, and that the direction is going to come, even with bumps. We gonna get to a good.
We definitely have a bump first 2 years or something, but definitely by 3rd, 4th year we should be striving and whatnot.
I wouldn't even doubt that he shortens that time frame. But yes, absolutely. So
we by 2nd year.
There you go.
Mid-season of the 1st year. Who knows? I will say, sticking with the baseball note, we do have to say condolences and whatnot. We do have to remember a very impactful player in the game. About a couple of days ago, 2 days ago, 3 days ago.
September 30th.
So about a week ago.
Yep.
We lost the hit king for baseball. We lost Pete Rose. I'll let you take this one because this was your favorite player and everything.
Yeah, I know he wasn't a Giant, but I always admired Pete Rose. Y'all see, we're rocking the Pete Rose jersey. I had to take it out the closet for today. But and you know, we're gonna talk about some other folks, you know, that are kind of rest in peace. It wasn't just baseball related, but Pete Rose, like you said, the hit king. The unfortunate, always controversial part is that he, you know, during his time had done some gambling and some stuff, things that I'm like, man, for some of the other folks that have gone into the Hall of Fame, he should be in the Hall of Fame. You know, I think it's well known. He was not inducted into the Hall of Fame prior to his death. Hopefully this will trigger some things for folks. A little sad that they'd have to do it afterwards, but man, he was a baller. You know, he was a baller. It was over 4,000 hits, a record that, you know, I think it was 41 something. Gotta circle back on that one. But the point being, like, he was known as Charlie Hustle. That was his nickname, Charlie Hustle. And so that cat was, you know, he just balled out all the time, man. I remember the story. Some folks may know this may be old school. Sorry, y'all. But this goes way back. There was an all-star game, and, Pete Rose was trying to score a run. And again, this is an all-star game. Normally, you know, most sports, you kind of ease up a little bit. You know, you ain't taking it as seriously, right, as like a playoff game. But and it was Ray Fosse, the catcher. I believe he was on the A's at the time. But Pete Rose was coming around to score. He wanted to win the all-star game. It wasn't like they was getting, you know, hella prize money or anything, but that fool blasted Ray Fosse. I believe he may have broken a bone, clavicle. I forgot what it was. He really laid him out. And man, people were just like, "What the heck? It's the All-Star game." But man, that's how Pete Rose played. When he was on that diamond, he was playing to win. Yeah. You know, there was no mistake about that. So, yeah, Charlie Hustle, rest in peace, man. An unfortunate, passing there.
Yeah, we do go around to the basketball world.
Yeah.
We do have to pay respects and give condolences to Dikembe Mutombo. Mm-hmm. Did pass, was it the same day?
The same
day as Pete Rose.
Two legends, man.
Mutombo was one of those guys in the NBA that was just dominant. If it was defense, if it was rebounding, just in general, he was one of the dominant players. He was during Shaq's time, huh?
Yeah, he played against Shaq. Played against Michael Jordan.
Battles against Shaq. Yep. Battle against Jordan. Pay homage to that. Yes.
And he was known for that wiggle of that finger. That no. So Mutombo, yeah, another one, man. And he was from all accounts, people were obviously after his death just talking about how he was just a good guy. Like, did stuff for his country, his homelands and stuff, and his lots of donations. Yeah, there was a lot of just things that he was committed to, outside of just the basketball world. But yeah, he was like a great guy and stuff like that.
Circling to movies.
Yes, on the other R.I.P. Rest in peace, man.
Another rest in peace. The infamous. Yeah, I was gonna let you finish that.
Thanks, man. Tried my best.
The infamous James Earl Jones, the voice of Lord Vader, Darth Vader.
Yes.
He did pass.
He did. Another
September 9th.
Yep. Not just the Darth Vader.
September 9th.
Yeah, September 9th.
The Darth Vader voice.
Yes.
Is what died, not Darth Vader in general.
No, but I was gonna say there's other movies, right, that he was in. There's a couple that you know, right?
Field of Dreams.
Field of Dreams, yeah.
Field of Dreams. And he was in arguably the best baseball movie ever created.
Yes.
He was the neighbor in The Sandlot.
Yes, he was.
He was
blind neighbor.
He was the owner of the Beast.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes, we do have to say, I know it hits. That one especially hits home for both me and you because you, especially with Star Wars, and then me with baseball and loving The Sandlot and everything. That was definitely one that hit harder than I would say Pete Rose, for me at least, and Mutombo.
Sure, absolutely.
I don't know, just losing the voice of Darth Vader, it doesn't feel the same.
No, I don't.
And then upcoming stuff, it's not going to feel the same seeing Darth Vader. I know they're still going to AI generate his voice and have everything. it's not gonna feel the same knowing James Earl Jones isn't in the studio voicing Vader and everything.
Yeah. But I mean, you're right. I mean, you already named those movies. He also was in Coming to America.
He wasn't Coming to America.
He was, right? I believe he was Mufasa, the voice of in Lion King.
He was.
So
he was Mufasa.
So I mean, again,
Simba.
He did a lot of stuff, a lot of great work. Another legend, non-sports, but another legend that rest in peace, all of them. So yeah.
Yep. For me, I'm gonna kick it now.
Let's go.
I'm
gonna
take CDL news and everything. CDL news. We do have a lot of CDL news, but I do not care about any other team. But the LA Thieves.
There's only one bit of news, I think, right?
Yeah. To me, there's only one bit of news. The LA Thieves did have, 2 episodes ago, I was talking about this, and it was a big rumor about an LAT super team that could form, and the super team had the likes of Hydra and Envoy running our subs, and Ghosty and Scrap coming and forming our ARs. And I here proud to announce, a week after this whole fiasco, or 2 weeks after this whole thing, we have the LAT super team, and we've already won an event.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's
we
right.
Won,
that's right.
We won a little 10K event that FaZe Kaysen hosted. I'm itching my head. We won a 2v2 event. Hydra and Scrap are the ones that represented the LAT, and we did not lose a game. We lost maps, it's normal, but we did not lose a game. We went straight 2-0 in pool play, and we went straight 3-0 in bracket play, and we defeated the Tiny Terrors, 2 godlike SMGs. If they don't make it into CDL Hall of Fame, I don't know what's going on. We defeated Draza and Shotzi, to an AR and an SMG who are at the top of their game right now. And then we've defeated some Warzone players. I'm not even getting that debate because that debate is stupid and whatnot. But we do have the LAT super team. We now have Shane, who was our assistant coach when JCap was around. He's now our head coach. And we're picking up Sender from the Subliners, now called Cloud9 or C9, as our assistant coach, helping Shane out on those levels. And I'm not going to lie, I really like it because last year, obviously, the Subliners won champs.
Yep.
The year before that, or not last year, sorry. This past year, it was Optic who won champs. The year before Optic, it was the Subliners. And the year before that one was LAT.
Was who?
Was us. Was the Thieves.
Where was that at?
And that was in LA. And we went there, actually.
Were you there?
We did go there.
I think I have some
I forgot.
Video. Yeah.
We went there.
Yeah.
Fun event and everything. Yep. So the cool thing that I feel like is gonna happen is that we took a lot of pillars from 2 different teams.
Sure.
We took pillars from Cloud9 and we took pillars from the Subliners. We took obviously a coach who knows the game and is able to help every single player, and we took their main SMG, Hydra. Hydra just had an MVP type season 2 years ago in MW2, and then from Toronto we took Scrap and Envoy. Envoy is more of like a coming home type of moment because he was on LAT and he was on that championship team that won champs for the 2022 season.
Yep.
So I just feel like the whole season, there's a lot of promise and there's a lot of high expectations.
Yep.
Am I going to expect the worst and expect disappointment almost every event in major? Yes, because I don't want to hype myself too much and then we lose everything and just suck the whole year.
Yeah. I mean, they still got to gel. I mean, we've seen in other sports like teams that don't necessarily gel, even though they get the best players.
They have to gel, but I feel like the whole thing, even from the 2v2, Hydra and Scrap, they're gelling perfectly fine. Now it's just implementing Ghosty and Envoy, which I need to have consistency as he did 2022. The Dark Prince, as he's nicknamed. Ghosty being the human UAV, as he always is. Just helping out, especially with Scrap and Hydra, helping them space the maps and everything and knowing where they're going and all this other stuff.
I will say this. I know you introduced it as you being proud of this moment. I think you're underselling it, man. Because on the day that all happened, man, you text me and your mom's with the limited info that we know. You was juiced as hell, man. So that wasn't just proud. You was just elated.
This was excitement.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
Yeah, I know LET's that one team that I'll rep with no regrets.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought of some other word.
Yeah.
That's just the one team that I'm like,
That you've-
especially with the whole 100 Thieves and
Right.
everything.
You've been linked with them.
Always
You've liked them
loved
for a long time.
Thieves.
Absolutely. No,
And
no,
then I
got
saw
you.
the COD team and there being LET. I've always just fell in love with all of them and everything.
I can tell because all the damn hoodies you have at the house. But yeah,
Well-
we won't talk about that part. But yeah.
Well, we're not getting into that.
Nah, but I know, you've definitely connected with them for a long time.
Yeah, but I do want to say I wish the best, especially for Kremp, Nasty, and Joe Deceives. Love those guys. Love them to bits. They were really good, especially in champs, going all the way to top 3 or top 4.
Yeah.
And then in the World Cup for esports, placing second against FaZe, which it did look like we were gonna win, or there was glimpses that we could win.
Yep.
I do wish all of them the best.
Yep.
I hope in this upcoming season y'all go ballistic again like y'all did for Thieves. Just don't go ballistic against Thieves.
Against Thieves, right.
You know,
Totally feel that one.
that's our team.
Yes.
Yeah, that's really it with LET and the whole news coverage. There is some rumors around. There's a lot of rumors around teams. I won't get into those because there's a lot of teams and rumors and everything. But nothing set in stone. The only thing set in stone is LET. That's the only team I care about that's set in stone.
There it is.
I do shy away from this. It's more a personal question, especially for you, Baba.
Dun, dun, dun.
How do you feel? And what does it feel like being in the studio? I know it's only your second time, but yeah. How does it feel now, especially with us doing the podcast and everything? Like,
yeah.
we're not at home.
Right.
We're not on the couch.
Right.
But yeah.
Yeah. These seats are still uncomfortable. Oh no, no. How do I feel? It feels good. Again, thank KCRH for the opportunity. Being able to do this. We mentioned, or I mentioned, I think in the last time that both your mom and I and your uncle and others, had some overlap, with kind of radio stuff. So it's the second time here with you. I've been in kind of studios before. I mean, it feels pretty comfortable. And I think, as it relates to our podcast, I mean, we just got more equipment and we got to angle ourselves differently. We got multiple camera angles, all that stuff, right? But I think this also just kind of elevates, kind of the podcast. I was really, you do all the editing after we get all that stuff together. And I think, you did a great job, so just to see it, I mean, I'm just kind of riding the wave, living in the moment.
For radio, on YouTube, check us out, Like Father Like Son Podcast. I'm blanking. TikTok, Like Father Like Son PCast 2716, because TikTok likes numbers.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but they like numbers. Instagram, the Like Father Like Son PCast. Well, yeah.
That's it.
No.
Well,
Hit us up.
Then our Gmail.
If you want to hit us up, any ideas, concerns, hopefully no concerns.
Not concerns. Don't
If
be
you guys
concerned.
want to give us theme ideas,
Yes.
Whatnot, Like Father Like Son PCast at gmail.com.
Yep. But yeah.
That's all the socials. Yay.
So it feels cool. How about you? Like, how does it feel? You're already comfortable, I know, in the studio. More about like. how do
It
you
feels
feel?
fun. It feels fun doing the podcast, especially here, not doing it at home.
Yeah,
You don't have to disturb mom.
Yeah.
Hi, mom.
Be quiet, mom. Don't open the door, mom. No. Yes.
Just that whole piece of like, especially being away and
Yeah.
being able to do it away. And we're doing it live.
Right.
This is not something we normally do.
Yeah,
Doing
absolutely.
it live is not something that I lie. A lot of podcasts go live sometimes.
Yeah.
But it's not something that we do.
We've been doing, right.
This is something different. This is something new. It's only the second time we're doing it in the studio.
Yes.
And second time we're doing it live.
Yes.
So I just feel like the whole live portion is what's weird about it.
Yeah, yeah.
Because one, we can't go to the bathroom and we can't cut it.
Oh, we can. I'll just ask a question and it'll take you forever to answer. No, I'm just
We
playing.
can't cut it in the portion of we'll go to the bathroom.
Yes.
But
Well-
I just feel like the live factor of it is what's fun because it's like now for radio it's the raw thoughts of what we're having.
Absolutely.
And obviously for YouTube, you guys have had the raw thoughts for now 16 episodes.
16.
I did say it. It's episode 16 of
Yep.
Like Father Like Son podcast. It's just having the raw thoughts
Yeah.
going into everything, and we'll pose a question and we'll go off topic 17
Yeah.
times of the main topic.
Exactly.
But that's normal. That's normal talk. That's like
Right.
how it goes a lot of the times.
Well, here's my question also about the podcast thing, right? Like, how am I doing with my cursing?
Better that we're in the studio.
That might be my only regret about doing in studio. I've been like, forget about it.
I would say though, yeah, at the comfort of our home, we do a lot more.
We're
than-
unfiltered at home.
We do a lot more at home than we do in the studio. So if radio folk, y'all want to see us not in studio at home,
Yeah.
Like Father Like Son podcast on YouTube.
Yep. That's a good question, though. That's a good question.
It's fun though.
It absolutely is fun. Absolutely. And looking forward to, again, hopefully we do get to bring some folks on, build on those ideas. I think that'll be equally as fun. But I think to your point, that rawness, just that, being in the moment and just off the top, going off the dome with our thoughts and answers to stuff. I think absolutely. That's gonna be dope.
I feel like eventually, hopefully, we will get more people in the studio.
Yes. Yes.
Fill out the studio, hopefully.
Damn, I
Maybe
don't know about, dang.
Maybe put some people in the production room.
You're gonna have to let Chabot security know about that in case people are mobbing.
It's gonna be a lot of people. But yeah, maybe some father-son duos.
Yep.
Daughter-father duos.
Duos.
Mother-son duos. Daughter-mother duos. Who knows? We are definitely open to everything and all.
Start to figure that out.
Start to figure out. We might reach out to some people, have them come on. We may be reached out to and
Yep.
say, hey, can we do this and whatnot? So,
Yep.
if y'all don't, I can't speak at all.
That's because
right
you
now.
went to sleep at like 4 a.m. No, I'm just
No,
playing.
that was Thursday.
Yes, that wasn't it?
Yeah,
Well,
I can't speak. I'm tired. I was out all week.
speaking of being out, what did you hit up yesterday? You were talking about that escape room stuff. Talk about it, man.
Oh, I escaped prison.
You escaped.
For context, it's an escape room. We went to Red Door Escape Room. Don't take that out of context.
Yeah.
We did an escape room, and the escape room that we did was Prison Break.
Prison Break.
Red Door Escape Room out in San Mateo. There's a lot more. There's
Sure.
one in like San Francisco,
Right.
Concord. There's
Right.
up and down California. But yeah, me and my friend Ethan.
Yep.
Shout out Ethan. I know you're never gonna listen to this at all.
Ha.
So I think we've shout out you like 5 times on 5 different episodes.
Man.
And I know you don't listen to them because you don't say anything.
Hey, man, you should tie him down and make him listen to it.
I'm not gonna do that. We did do one called Prison Break. It was a
Sweet.
cool one. You know, this dude, I kid you not, 5 minutes into the escape room, there was a sliding door,
Okay.
and it was like the cell door.
Okay.
He slid it, and it got stuck. So I was stuck in the room, in the first room. So it looked like I was legitimately
Like
in
you were
prison.
really.
And this dude wanted to say, back at home, And I was like, shut
Damn,
up.
Ethan.
Let's open the door
Look
because
at
we
you.
need to get the door open and whatnot.
Oh man, classic.
But it was cool. I will say we did a lot better on this one than we did on our first one.
Cool.
Because the first one, we missed the whole objective of the escape room. So that's fun when you don't get the objective.
Sure.
But this one was cool. It was very different, I will
Cool.
say, though. There were moments where, obviously, we had to use a couple clues. I know Ethan hates me for using the clues, but we get stuck. So we need to use a clue real quick. But then there was one where they gave us a clue. There was 2 times. They gave us a clue, and we didn't even click the button. 'Cause we had everything right, but the thing wasn't going off. So in the escape room, we had to line up. We had to find different guns and line up different guns for them. And eventually, we were able to find a couple of them and line them all up. And then we got a clue that literally just said, "Make sure all the guns are lined up with the silhouettes." Tell me why it was maybe 3 centimeters off.
And they weren't giving it to you?
And it wasn't giving it to us. And then we got it, and then everything was fine. But oh my God, we got scared in this escape room because I guess where we were, there was like a little TV, and then there was like a fake DVD player, not DVD, VHS player. So we found the VHS. But what we didn't realize that there was a box up on top near the roof.
Oh.
It was on the wall.
Okay.
Hit the mic. We put the VHS into the box, and then all of a sudden we just heard this loud bang.
Oh, damn.
Oh my God, we got scared so bad. There was cockroaches that fell down.
Oh, man.
But it was also fake cockroaches.
Nah,
And then
gotcha.
it was another piece that fell down. It helped. The piece helped. It was good. There was actually 3 that they gave us because we were doing everything right. We just didn't put it in the right spots. They were giving us a code, and we had to put the code in the door.
Gotcha.
For a door we already opened.
Oh.
And I was like,
That's a
okay.
little backward, but okay.
I was like, okay, thanks. But yeah, and then they gave us another clue to open a shelf or a cabinet. And there was two cabinets with handles. So we're like, okay, we'll find them. Just pull the handle. Pull the second cabinet. It was a cabinet of 4. Pull the second one, and it opened, and cool, fine. Grab whatever's in there and keep going. And then the bottom one, I'm trying to open it, and I turned to the camera, and I was like, hey, is it the bottom one or is it a different one? Because I'm not trying to break any of them. Because they, like, in the beginning, they forewarn you, don't use excessive force.
Right.
It break our equipment.
Right.
So I was okay. I don't want to break it. So is it the bottom one or is it a different one? And then the whole thing, it just said top one. So then we opened the second one, opened the top one, and
then you guys
were able to get out and everything.
That's cool.
But it was a cool one, I will say.
And you said you had like a lot of time.
We still had like maybe 20, 15 minutes to spare in the escape room.
And how much time had they given you?
An hour.
Got it.
They gave us 60 minutes to escape.
That's cool.
It was a cool one.
Right on.
But yeah, the difficulty on that one, I would say, I think it was like 8 out of 10.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And we're doing this with 2 people.
Yeah, and y'all zipped through it.
So
Or not zip, but, kind of.
we got through it. We didn't zip through it. Yeah. But it was cool just doing it in general.
Yep.
But yeah.
You know what? It's not the same thing, but you know what this brings up for me? I throw it out to you. Maybe something to do in the future. Remember when we went to do that virtual reality, that sandbox?
Yes. We did do a sandbox too.
Man.
The first time we were doing it.
Man, I think about that time, and remember it was just the both of us.
Yeah.
Man, we got to do that again with a couple more people. Because that was hella cool. I still be telling folks. I actually was trying to get maybe my work to do it. But we got like 50 employees, more than 50. That would be a little challenge.
Yeah, the cap is about like 8.
No, I know. We'd have to go.
You can do different escape rooms.
We'd have to go in and do different ones. But the point is that would get a little expensive. But
yeah,
that was fun. I thought that was cool.
I know we did one in Vegas.
Escape room we did in Vegas, not VR.
Not VR.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
we did do VR in Disneyland. This was a couple years back.
Yeah,
this was the.
This was before the sandbox, but it
I'm
was.
blanking. What is it called?
that's a great question.
Oh my
It was a Downtown Disney. It was a
Downtown
Star
Disney.
Wars one.
There was a Star Wars one. There was a couple
Yeah.
other ones, but we did the Star Wars one.
Yep.
Because we're in Disney.
Yep.
We're gonna do a Star Wars one. What else are we gonna do?
Yeah, I forgot what it's called.
Oh my
What-
god, it'll come to me.
But they closed though.
They closed. They did
Yeah.
close.
So I think Sandbox took, or has continued the trend. But yeah, I
The
think
Void. That's what it was
The
called.
Void. That's right. I remember. Yeah, the Void was that Star Wars one. But yeah, maybe someday soon we'll be able to do that. Because I'm just saying, like, that was a good experience too. I thought
It was a fun experience.
Killing all them zombies and all that. That was cool. What was it? Deadwood something?
Deadwood Valley.
Deadwood Valley something. Yep.
Is that?
I think it's all.
I think it was Deadwood Valley.
Yeah. But that was that was the Sandbox one. That was cool.
We do a lot of things. Me and Ethan do a lot of things just as a duo.
Yeah.
Like we did VR by ourselves. We did VR. We did the escape room. This is the 2nd escape room.
Nice.
We've done go-karting, Dave and Buster's,
Yeah.
a bunch of different things. I will say though, I want to get a group so we could do escape room. So I feel like that'd be fun. Get a
All
group,
those things
Get
are-
a group of 8.
Yeah.
Absolutely lose our minds because we don't know what we're doing.
Well, it all just depends who you take, because if everybody's going to be screaming at each other, though, it's going to take like an hour and a half, maybe.
Yeah, for surely about taking an hour and a half.
But no, definitely cool.
Yeah, I will say this is coming to the end a little bit.
Cool. Cool.
As we see y'all, we thank you on 89.9 FM KCRH, East Bay's best variety. We do thank y'all for this one.
Yes.
For
family out there, thank you for hanging with us.
Yeah,
Another episode in the books.
another episode down in the books. I'm blanking on outros. Sorry.
We love y'all. No.
For our YouTube folk, catch us. Like Father Like Son PCast on Instagram. Find us Like Father Like Son PCast 2716 on TikTok. And if you want to email us, give us a little ideas or whatnot and everything. Like Father Like Son PCast at gmail.com. For our radio listeners, Like Father Like Son Podcast on YouTube, and you can find all the other socials on the YouTube.
Yep.
Appreciate
Appreciate you guys. Yeah, thank you guys.
Thank y'all for everything. Especially fun when we're in the studio just doing
Yes,
what
sir.
we do best
Yes,
and
sir.
everything. So, with that, I leave y'all again.
See you at the house, man.
Yeah, I'll see you in like 5 minutes. Duckworth, Kendrick Lamar, I leave y'all. And we say peace out,
Peace.
especially to YouTube, and peace out on the radio.
Peace.